Welcome back to UCCU Ballpark here at Utah Valley University for Game 1 of the 5A Utah State Baseball Championship, taking place between the 20-seed Spanish Fork Dons and 2-seed Brighton Bengals. Both teams enter today's game on 8-game winning streaks and will play a 3-game set over the next 2 days to crown the 5A state champion. My name is Kyle Garrison. Thanks so much for joining us here on KSLSports.com for this highly anticipated matchup between two of the hottest teams in the state. We are about set to get underway as Brighton will start things off on offense as the designated away team. And on the mound for the Spanish Fork Dons is Sammy Dart, coming in with a 3.62 ERA through 19 1/3 innings pitched on the season. In Dart's last outing on Monday for Cypress, Dart pitched 6 innings, allowing just 4 hits, 3 earned runs, walking 1, and striking out 9. Leading things off for the Bengals, number 9 Jack Saba, playing at shortstop for the Bengals. Saba coming into the year, 348 average, 1.150 OPS, 32 hits, 22 RBIs, 7 doubles, 5 triples, 5 home runs, and 18 walks drawn in 119 plate appearances. We are ready to go here in the 5A state championship, starting things off in the top of the first inning. First pitch ball coming in here from Dart to Saba. Swung on into center field. That's going to be a base hit, leadoff base hit here for Jack Saba in the top of the first. That's going to bring up number 7, Case Beams, playing out in right field today, batting in the 2 spot for the Bengals. He'll have a man on first base with the leadoff single from Saba. Righty on lefty matchup, called strike 1 on the inside corner. Sammy Dart, left-handed pitcher, facing off here against the righty Case Beams. This one hit sharply to center field. Playable for out number 1 here in the top of the first inning. That'll retire Beams and bring up number 24, Riley Brown, playing over at third base today and batting in the 3 spot. Man still on first base in Jack Saba. Swung on right side, foul out of play. That'll make it 0-1 on Riley Brown. Takes ball 1 outside, even count, 1-1 working here for Riley Brown. Riley Brown on the season batting .435, 1.302 OPS, 40 hits and 37 runs batted in. I'll take ball 2 outside. Five home runs on the year for Brown, 2nd on the team for Brighton. Runner goes, swung on, fouled back. Saba trying to steal second base with 1 out in the top of the first. Saba will jog back to first and will reset in a 2-2 even count here running for Riley Brown. Swung on, soft tapper, foul ground Remains 2-2. Strike 3 on the inside corner for out number 2 in the top of the first inning. Strikeout number 1 by Sammy Dart. Stepping up in the batter box, the right-handed River Schmidt, designated hitter today for the Bengals, wearing number 28, hitting in the cleanup spot. 2 outs, top of the first. Jack Saba on first base after the leadoff single. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Sammy Dart trying to work out of the leadoff single jam. Fly out and a strikeout from the 2 and 3 hitters for Brighton. 0-1 count, 2 outs, top of the first here for River Schmidt. Swung on sharply to third base, playable for out number 3. Sammy Dart working out of a leadoff single, and we'll take you to the bottom of the first inning. 0-0, all tied up in the 5A state championship game. Utah Valley University, Brighton Bengals and Spanish Fork Dons squaring off here in the 5A state championship, scoreless in the bottom of the first inning. Leading things off for the Dons, Boston Duvall, the right fielder, wearing number 9 and hitting in the 1 spot. On the mound for the Bengals, Josh Mawini, the senior wearing number 22 on the year. Josh Mawini with a astounding .520 ERA through 54 innings pitched. Just 4 earned runs for the senior, 76 Ks and 24 walks. We'll start things off with a ball 1. Swing and a miss from Duvall, make it 1-1 count even here for the right fielder. Bunt foul, make it 1-2, quickly work into Duvall. Mawini working quickly on the mound. Duvall, the junior, 361 average on the year, 912 OPS, 39 hits, 22 RBIs. 3 singles and 3 RBIs versus Maple Mountain on Wednesday night as he shoots this one into right field. That's going to be a leadoff base hit here for Boston Duvall to start things off for the Spanish Fork offense. That's going to bring up Nixon Warren, wearing number 8, playing in center field, batting in the 2 spot. He'll have a runner on first base in the bottom of the first with no outs. Nixon Warren, just a sophomore, been unbelievable throughout these playoffs. Showing bunt, called strike 1 here from Mawini to Nixon Warren. Warren with a 358 average, 989 OPS on the season. Swung on center field, playable for out number 1 here in the bottom of the first inning. Duvall will hold at first base. And that will bring up Trig Cloward, number 14, the catcher, batting in the 3 spot today for the Dons. Man on first base, 1 out, bottom of the first. Outside, Duvall slides head first into first to ensure that he's safe, and he will be. No throw. 1-0 to Cloward. Swing and a miss, 1-1 even count running here from Josh Mawini to Trig Cloward. Trig Cloward, just a freshman, 333 average, 795 OPS, 26 hits, 16 runs driven in. He'll swing at the strike 2 pitch. 1-2 working quickly here from Mawini to Cloward. Trig Cloward, 3 hits and 2 RBIs in the Dons' first win over Maple Mountain Some clutch hits from the freshman. This will take ball 2 inside. Back to an even count, 2-2 running for number 14. Two-two pitch, swing and a miss. Out number 2, struck out number 1 on the day here from Josh Mawhinney. Two outs, bottom of the first. Runner on first base, Boston Duvall with a leadoff single, and that's going to bring up Jackie Sorensen, number 12, the senior hitting in the cleanup spot, playing out in left field today for Spanish Fork. Swing and a miss on strike 1. Sorensen on the year, .333 average, .859 OPS, 35 hits, 20 RBIs, 7 doubles, 2 triples, and 15 walks. Swing and a miss. 0-2 quickly here to Jackie Sorensen. Mawhinney takes a look over at first base. Here's the 0-2. Outside. Make it 1-2. Excellent job right there from J.C. Garza to keep that ball in front of him and hold Boston Duvall over at first base. Swung on, softly over to third base. Off the bag at first. Play unable to be made, and that'll bring Boston Duvall over to third. Jackie Sorensen beating out the throw at first. Allows Boston Duvall to work his way over to third base. There'll be runners at the corner. It's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. As Pratt Morley steps to the plate, number 20, playing in shortstop and hitting in the 5 spot. He'll take ball 1 outside to start things off in his first at-bat of the evening. Turns away from that one. Ball 2 inside. Make it 2-0 quickly here as Pratt Morley works it in to a 2-0 count. Ball 3 here to Morley. Ball 4 outside. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk to load up the bases here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first for the Spanish Fork Dons. Sammy Dart, the lefty, going to step into the batter's box here, pitching today for the Dons. A strikeout in the first, working out of a leadoff single. He'll take the plate with the bases loaded. Ball 1 outside. Called strike 1, even count running here from Mawhinney to Dart. Both starting pitchers going at it here with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Quick mound chat between Garza and Mawhinney. Garza will trot back behind home plate. And we'll reset here with a 1-1 count running for Sammy Dart. Called strike 2 on the inside corner of the plate. Mawhinney working this plate appearance into a 1-2 count, trying to work out of a bases loaded jam here in the bottom of the first. 1-2 pitch inside, make it 2-2 to Dart. Sammy Dart will take time. Step back into the batter's box here, waiting on the 2-2. Swung on, into left field, that's gonna get through, that's gonna drive in one runner. Jackie Sorensen will stay at third, but just like that, the Spanish Fork Dons are on the board here in the bottom of the first inning. 2-out RBI single with the bases loaded from Sammy Dart. Gets the scoring started here for Spanish Fork. Line keeps moving, bases still loaded. 2 outs, bottom of 1, Spanish Fork 1, Brighton nothing. Matai Johnson stepping up to the plate, number 17, playing first base, batting in the 7th spot. He'll take ball 1 outside to start things off in his first plate appearance of the evening. This one fouled off right side and out of play, 1-1. Ty Johnson was exceptional on the mound the other night. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, just 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts versus Maple Mountain in the elimination game. Swung on, this one's into left center. Falling fast, but playable for out number 3 here in the inning. Josh Mawhinney working out of a bases-loaded jam, but not before the Spanish Fork Dons take the lead 1-0 over the Brighton Bengals here in the 5A State Championship, Game 1 of a 3-game series. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be back to UCCU ballpark here at Utah Valley University. After 1 inning of play, the Spanish Fork Dons lead this one 1-0 over the Brighton Bengals. Sammy Dart takes the mound for his 2nd inning of work, as Cooper Scott will lead things off in the 5 spot for the Bengals, wearing number 23, playing out in left field today. This one hit high into center field, drifting back, playable near the warning track for out number 1 here in the top of the 2nd inning. That ball kept carrying, but was playable for the center fielder, Nixon Warren, and that's going to be out number 1. Easton Fry steps up to the plate, number 25, playing in center field and batting in the 6th spot for the Bengals as he swings through strike 1. Dart working quickly on the mound. 1-1 even count running for Easton Fry. Easton Fry on the season, .412 batting average, 1.567 OPS to lead the Bengal offense, 33 hits and 43 runs batted in. As he swings through strike 2, quickly 1-2 here working from Sammy Dart to Easton Fry. Swung on once again. Play made at first. That's going to be a strikeout number 2 here for Sammy Dart, and out number 2 in the top of the 2nd inning.
Now
J.C. Garza stepping up to the plate, number 8, playing behind the plate, catching for Josh Mawhinney and hitting in the 7th spot. Swung on to center field once again, and playable. 1-2-3 inning work by Sammy Dart. That'll bring us to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Spanish Fork 1, Brighton nothing here on KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. And we are back here at Utah Valley University for the bottom of the 2nd inning. Spanish Fork leading 1-0 over the Brighton Bengals. Josh Mawhinney set to step back on the mound. RBI single for Sammy Dart in the first, got things going in the scoring column for Spanish Fork, excuse me. Tomorrow's game 2 of this series will take place at 1:30, and if necessary, game 3 will be at 7 o'clock. to crown a 5A state champion. At the plate for the Dons, number 10, Cody McLean, playing at second base, batting the 8 spot, takes ball 1. Even count here from Mawhinney to Cody McLean on the strike on the outside rail. Low and away for ball 2. Mawhinney working extremely quickly here for the Bengal defense. Swung on, fouled back, even count once again, 2-2 here to Cody McLean. Cody McLean, just a freshman, 222 average, 601 OPS, 12 hits, 7 RBIs, 1 double, 1 triple, and 6 walks on the season for the freshman. Swing and a miss on strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Josh Mawhinney. Will be out number 1 in the inning for the Bengal defense. That's going to bring up number 16, Jason Pintar, the bottom of the lineup in the 9 spot, playing at third base today for the Dons. Ball 1 just a little bit high. We'll make it 1-0 here, working for Jason Pintar from Josh Mawhinney. Called strike 1 in the inside corner. 1-1 even here to McLean, or to Pintar. Jason Pintar, another freshman, 324 average, 827 OPS. As he fouls this down the right field line, make it 1-2. 22 hits, 11 RBIs for the freshman, 20 walks, second on the team for the Dons. Showing excellent plate discipline for the freshman. As he hits this one sharply to the pitcher, Mawhinney will take care of it, flip it over to first base, a 1-3 ground out for out number 2 here in the bottom of the second inning. Back to the top of the lineup we go with Boston Duvall stepping up to the plate, nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Duvall with the only base runner here for the Dons early in the game. Strike on the outside corner. Boston Duvall led things off with the first single of the game for the Dons. Check swing called strike 2. Mentioned Duvall earlier, was absolutely phenomenal the other night against Maple Mountain as he hits this one into center field once again. Playable. And that will do it here in the bottom of the second inning. Josh Mawhinney working a 1-2-3 inning. Will bring us back to the top of the third inning with the Spanish Fork Dons leading the Brighton Bengals 1-0 here in the 5A state championship. We'll get a word from our sponsors and return shortly.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Here at Utah Valley University for game 1 of a 3-game series between the Brighton Bengals and the Spanish Fork Dons to decide the 5A state champion. A 1-2-3 inning, last inning for Sammy Dart on the mound. Allowed just 1 base runner so far through 2 innings of work. And he'll take the mound here in the third. Stepping up to the plate for his first plate appearance, number 11, Miles Layton, playing at first base and batting in the 8 spot for the senior. He'll take ball 1. Strike 1 called inside corner from Sammy Dart here, working to Miles Layton. Miles Layton with 1 hit, 3 RBIs, including a home run versus Orem on Wednesday. As he smokes this one to second base. Playable for out number 1 here, a 4-3 ground out to start things off in the top of the third inning.
Now plate number 3, Nacho Price.
It's going to bring up number 3, Nacho Price the right-handed second baseman, hitting in the 9 spot today for the Bengals, trying to get a 1-out rally started, down 1-0 to the Dons. So bunt to the pitcher's mound. Throw made in time. That'll be out number 2. Nacho Price trying to get a base runner on with 1 out. But the play made right there by Sammy Dart over to first base. A 1-3 ground out for the 2nd out of the inning. Back to the top of the lineup we go with Jack Saba stepping up. The only base runner so far today for the Bengals, had a single to lead things off in the first. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 3rd. Takes strike 1 on the bottom rail from Sammy Dart. Called strike 2, 0-2, worked quickly here to Jack Saba from Sammy Dart. O2 pitch from the lefty. Fouled back right side and out of play. Righty on lefty matchup between Sammy Dart and Jack Saba. Saba takes ball 1 low. 1-2 count working here for number 9. Swung on third base side, foul territory. Count remains 1-2. Ball 2 inside. Sammy Dart worked the count even, 2-2 here. Working back from an 0-2 count to make it 2-2. Chopped third base side and out of play, foul. Called strike 3 on the inside corner of the plate for out number 3 in the inning, and strikeout number 3 on the day for Sammy Dart. And that's going to do it here in the top of the 3rd. We'll send you to the bottom of the 3rd with the Spanish Fork Dons leading this one 1-0 over the Brighton Bengals. We'll get a word from our sponsors and return shortly. Nixon Warren leading things off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Spanish Fork Dons, leading 1-0 over the Brighton Bengals. Takes ball 1 outside. 1-2-3 inning, last time out on the mound, Josh Mawhinney, and he'll take the mound here for the 3rd. 2-0 count worked here from Warren. Called strike 1 by the home plate umpire. Nixon Warren coming in, just a sophomore, .358 average, .989 OPS. Was excellent on the mound. First Maple Mountain on Wednesday. You see skies this one. Foul right side and out of play. 2-2 count even here to Warren. Warren with 2 1/3 innings pitched, just 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 0 hits, and 0 earned runs to shut it down versus Maple Mountain on Wednesday night and send the Golden Eagles home. Spanish Fork with back-to-back games, wins versus the 1 seed on Tuesday and on Wednesday to get themselves here with a chance to win the 5A state championship. This one tags Nixon Warren. It'll be a leadoff man on first base on the hit by pitch drawn from Nixon Warren. Man on first, nobody out, as Trig Cloward will step up to the plate. Struck out in the first, with a man on first here trying to add to the Dons' lead. This one, bunt down the first base line. Playable at first base, moves the runner over to second. That'll be the first out in the inning here on the 1-3 ground out. Back to the pitcher's mound from Trig Cloward. Stepping up to the plate, Jackie Sorensen had a single in the first inning. Batting in the cleanup spot, playing in left field with a runner in scoring position and 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Swung on into left center. That ball's going to drop. Coming around third base is Nixon Warren. He's going to slide in feet first for the second run of the day for the Spanish Fork Dons. RBI single here for Jackie Sorensen. Second hit of the day. First pitch swinging. Poked that one into left center. And it gives Spanish Fork the 2-0 lead over the Brighton Bengals. Sorensen standing on first for Pratt Morley. Called strike 1 to Morley, working from Josh Mawini. Morley had a walk in the first. We'll get his second plate appearance here in the top of 4. Bottom of the 3rd, excuse me. 1-1 even count here to Morley. Throw back to first base, checking in on Jackie Sorensen, not in time. He'll slide head first. We'll reset in a 1-1 count, do it again. Swung on sharply to the pitcher's mound, play made at second base, over to first, in time. 1-6-3, inning-ending double play here for the last 2 outs at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Josh Mawini working out of a leadoff hit by pitch, but not before the Spanish Fork Dons take a 2-0 lead here in the 5A state championship. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning after a word from our sponsors. Back here at Utah Valley University UCCU ballpark. At the top of the 4th inning, the Dons of Spanish Fork leading the Brighton Bengals 2-0. Today's game is brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. Case Beams will lead things off here for the Brighton offense, trying to work their way back in this game, down 2-0. Sammy Dart back on the mound for the Dons for his 4th inning of work. Back-to-back 1-2-3 innings worked by Dart. Only allowed 1 base runner so far here in the top of the 4th inning. Number 7, Case Beams stepping up to the plate. The senior, 347 average, 939 OPS on the year. He'll take strike 1 on the inside corner of the plate. 0-1 count working here from Sammy Dart to Case Beams. Beams flew out in the 1st inning. Will get his 2nd plate appearance here in the 4th. Takes ball 1 for an even count, 1-1. Swung on into right center, playable by the center fielder, and that's going to be out number 1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Dart retires Beams, and that's going to bring up Riley Brown for his 2nd plate appearance of the evening. Check swing, takes ball 1 low, 1-0 count to Riley Brown. Riley Brown with a 4.35 average, 1.302 OPS on the season. As he fouls this one off right side and out of play. 2 hits and 2 RBIs for the senior, number 24, Riley Brown, against Orem in their first matchup versus the Tigers. Ball 2, high and outside. .40 hits, 37 runs batted in, and 12 walks for Riley Brown. As he'll take ball 3, he works this quickly into a 3-1 count. Working against Sammy Dart. Takes this one outside for a 5-pitch walk. First walk of the day here for Sammy Dart. Second base runner of the game for the Bengals, trying to work their way back into this one, down 2-0 in the top of the 4th. River Schmidt, grounded out in the first, will get his second at-bat here in the 4th with a man on first base and 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 1. River Schmidt, the designated hitter, hitting in the cleanup spot. Right-handed batter working against the lefty Sammy Dart. Dart peeks over at first base. Swing and a miss late on the heater. Make it 0-2 quickly here to River Schmidt. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 2 in the top of the 4th. Sammy Dart with his 4th strikeout of the evening. Painting the outside corners. Continuing to retire Bengal batters. Called ball 1 outside. Cooper Scott fouls us off right side, 1-1, even count to the left fielder, wearing number 23 and batting in the 5 spot. Cooper Scott flew out in the 2nd inning. 2 outs, top of 4, man on first. Fouled off once again. Right side, make it 1-2. Swing, fouled off, staying alive, number 23, Cooper Scott. Keep it a 1-2 count. Scott on the year, 30 games played, 111 plate appearances, 362 average, and a 975 OPS. Even count 2-2 worked here by Scott. 34 hits, 20 RBIs, 8 doubles. One of those doubles coming in game 1 versus Orem on Tuesday. Full count worked here on the ball inside from Sammy Dart. Cooper Scott has himself in a full count. The man on first and 2 outs in the top of the 4th. The payoff. Outside. That's a walk right there for Cooper Scott. We'll move Riley Brown over to second base. Put a runner in scoring position here for Easton Fry. Easton Fry struck out in the 2nd. We'll get his 2nd plate appearance here in the 4th with a man on first and 2nd. Quick mound visit here from Trig Clower to Sammy Dart. Easton Fry leading the team with 12 home runs on the season. Had 2 doubles versus Orem on Wednesday. .412 batting average and a 1.567 OPS. Just unbelievable from number 25. So he takes ball 1 tight. Swung on, this one's hit hard into left field. It's carrying. It's out of here. A 3-run bomb from Easton Fry, and the Brighton Bengals take a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. 2-out home run to left field from Easton Fry. And just like that, the Bengals have the lead. The Bengal dugout out there to greet Fry. Massive home run to get the Bengals back in this game. That'll bring up J.C. Garza. Fly out in the 2nd. Nobody on. 2 outs in the top of the 4th for number 8. He'll take time. Playing behind the plate at the catcher position today, and batting in the 7th spot is Garza. Check swing high, ball 1. Called strike 1 on the bottom rail. 1-1 even count running here from Sammy Dart to J.C. Garza. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Garza, the senior, has been unbelievable all season, especially here in these playoffs. Swing and a miss. For out number 3 here in the top of the 4th inning, but not before an Easton Fry 3-run bomb opened things up here for the Brighton Bengals as they lead 3-2 over the Spanish Fork Dons, heading into the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching KSLSports.com. And we are back here at UCCU Ballpark. The Brighton Bengals 3, Spanish Fork Dons 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Easton Fry with a 3-run bomb just moments ago to give the Bengals the lead. Couple of walks drawn by the Bengal hitters put Fry in a great spot with 2 outs as he hits his 13th home run of the year. The Dons will be at the plate here. Sammy Dart at the plate, lefty hitter. Going against the righty, Josh Mawhinney. Josh Mawhinney taking the mound here in the 4th. 2 strikeouts, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, and a walk for Mawhinney so far in this one. This will pour in strike 1 to Sammy Dart. Sammy Dart with an RBI single in the 1st. To put the Dons on the board, but down quickly here in the count. Josh Mawhinney working an 0-2 count here to Dart. Ball outside, 1-2 count. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Strikeout number 3 here for Josh Mawhinney for out number 1 in the bottom of the 4th. It's going to bring up Matai Johnson, number 17, flew out in the 1st. We'll get his 2nd plate appearance with nobody on in the 4th. On the year, Matai Johnson coming in with a .212 average, 628 OPS, 14 hits, 11 RBIs. Quickly 2-0 worked by Johnson. Called strike 1. Ball 3 outside here to Johnson. Mentioned Johnson before, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts versus Maple Mountain on Wednesday night as he gets hit in the back here. Leadoff man on for the Dons as Matai Johnson takes the hit by pitch, There's 1 out, not the leadoff man. But a man on here for Cody McLean nonetheless. Brighton leading 3-2 over Spanish Fork here in the bottom of the 4th. Ball 1 here to McLean. Struck out in the 2nd. Second at bat here in the fourth with a man on first base after the hit by pitch drawn by Matai Johnson. Thought about it. Called strike one. Even count worked here to Cody McLean from the pitcher number 22, Josh Mawini. Swung on, fouled back into the backstop, 1-2. Mentioned McLean, just a freshman. 12 hits, 7 RBIs, 6 walks drawn on the season. One, two. Swung on. Runner will move over to second base. Matai Johnson will move to second, but that'll be the second out here in the bottom of the fourth on the strikeout from Cody McLean. Josh Mawini with his 4th K of the afternoon. Runner in scoring position now for the Dons. Stepping up to the plate, the 9-hitter Jason Pintar grounded out in the second. Looking to tie this one up or take the lead in the bottom of the fourth with a man on second base. Takes ball one outside. Another freshman phenom here for the Dons, Jason Pintar. Fouls it off right side, out of play. A 3 spot in the fourth from the Bengals after 2 quick ones by the Dons. Has Brighton ahead 3-2 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pintar softly to shortstop. Playable for out number 3 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Brighton Bengals continue to lead 3-2 over the Spanish Fork Dons. We'll head to the top of the fifth after a word from our sponsors here on KSLSports.com. We're back here at UCCU Ballpark. Brighton Bengals leading the Spanish Fork Dons 3-2 as we enter the top of the fifth inning. Sammy Dart will take the mound here for the Dons in the top of the fifth. Through 4 innings of work for Dart, 5 strikeouts, 2 hits, 2 walks, 3 earned runs. All earned runs coming on the Easton Fry 3-run blast. 1-0 quickly here for the leadoff hitter, Miles Layton. Number 11 playing at first base, batting in the 8th spot. Grounded out in the third, gets his second plate appearance here in the top of the fifth. This one flared into right and out of play, foul. 1-1 count, even here to Miles Layton. Layton, a .311 batting average, .949 OPS, 14 hits, 19 RBIs, 2 home runs, 5 walks. As he takes ball 2 low. Miles Layton was huge on Wednesday versus Orem. Had a home run and 3 RBIs as he hits this one hard into center field. Back at the warning track, but playable for out number 1 here in the top of the 5th inning. As Dart retires, Miles Layton. Now to bring up the 9-hitter, number 3, Nacho Price. Playing at second base, grounded out in the third. Step up to the plate here in the 5th for his second at-bat, with the Bengals leading the Dons 3-2. This one swung on into right center and playable, out number 2. Back-to-back flyouts to center field as Nixon Warren makes the play once again. And we'll take it back to the top of the order here in the top of the 5th inning. Jack Saba coming up to the plate, number 9, shortstop. A single in the first and a strikeout in the third. Will get his 3rd plate appearance here in the 5th with nobody on and 2 outs. Swung on, fouled back into the netting. 0-1. Outside, 1-1 even count worked here from Jack Saba. He'll take it low, 2-1. Mentioned Saba on the year, 3.48 average, 32 hits, 22 RBIs, 7 doubles, 5 triples, 5 home runs, 18 walks for the most on the team. 2-1 pitch, swung on, softly over to shortstop, and unplayable. Jack Saba going to beat out the throw. He's going to try and dig for second base. Nobody picked up the ball, and Jack Saba's going to get over to second base. Shortstop unable to make the play for the Dons, and that's going to give a 2-out single turned into a double from Jack Saba. Not sure what it'll be scored there. I believe an error, but nonetheless, a runner in scoring position here for Case Beams, stepping up to the plate. Fly out in the first, fly out in the fourth. Will get his 5th at bat here with a man on second. Strike one on the outside corner. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 here to Beams. Case Beams, the senior, 347 average, 939 OPS, had 2 hits, 1 RBI, including a triple on Wednesday versus the Orem Tigers. (0-2) from Dart. Swing and a miss for out number 3 and the 6th strikeout of the afternoon for Sammy Dart. We'll take you to the bottom of the 5th inning. Brighton Bengals 3, Spanish Fork Dons 2 here in Game 1 of the 5A Utah State Championship. Welcome back to UCCU Field. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Spanish Fork trailing 3-2 over the Brighton Bengals, with Boston Duval set to lead things off. Josh Mawhinney is going to stay on the mound for the Bengals. Through 4 innings of work, 4 strikeouts, just 3 hits, 1 walk, and 2 earned runs. Austin Duval singled in the first, flew out in the second, as he swings through strike 1. Ball 1 outside, low and away. Takes ball 2 inside, tight. (2-1), make it 3-1. Favorable count here for Boston Duval to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th as he swings through strike 1. Full count running here from Mawhinney to Boston Duval. Swung on, but foul. Time taken here from Duval. Mentioned Boston Duval, the junior, 361 average, 912 OPS, 3 RBIs versus Maple Mountain on Wednesday to help the Dons advance. Swung on, foul played. He'll see a 7th pitch in the at-bat. We'll reset and do it again. Ball 4 high. Full count walk worked here from Boston Duval. Leadoff man on in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Dons. That's going to bring up Nixon Warren, number 8, playing out in center field, batting in the 2 spot. Man on first, nobody out. A fly out in the first, hit by pitch in the 3rd. in Warren's first 2 plate appearances. Will get his 5th here in the bottom of 5. Second walk from Josh Mawhinney puts Boston Duval on first. Runner's gonna go. Boston Duval sliding head first, and he's out. He slid off the bag. Play made right there by the shortstop. Number 9, Jack Saba, tagging out the runner as he slid off the bag, and that's going to be out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Big out for Josh Mawhinney and the Bengal defense. Called ball 1 prior to the throw. Excellent throw right there from J.C. Garza to get the leadoff runner off the bases in the first out for the Bengals. Nixon Warren hits this over to third, and off the glove of the third baseman, Riley Brown. That's going to put a man on first. Would have been a possible play at first base, but Nixon Warren on the slow chopper to third will be safe. As Trig Cloward steps up to the plate, the righty on righty matchup here with Mawhinney. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Talked about Trig Cloward earlier, that just a freshman. 26 hits, 16 RBIs, had a 3-hit, 2 RBI game versus Maple Mountain on Tuesday. Some clutch hits from number 14. Throw over to first base. Sliding in is Nixon Warren. Swung on, fouled back quickly, 0-2 here to Trig Cloward from Josh Mawhinney. Swung on, softly to short, play made at second, throw over to first, not in time. Would have been an inning-ending double play. Instead, just the second out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trying to turn a 6-4-3 double play, but Trig Cloward showing off the wheels. Will be safe at first. They'll get a pinch runner here for the Dons. Number 2, Jesse Harrison, the junior, will take first base for Trig Cloward in the pinch run situation. It's going to bring up Jackie Sorensen. Sorensen swings through strike 1. 0-1 count to number 12, playing out in left field. Couple of hits on the day for Sorensen, a single in the first, an RBI single in the third. He'll get plate appearance number 3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning with a man on first and 2 outs. Runner's going to go after the wild pitch, and he is safe at second base. The pinch runner, number 2, Jesse Harrison, sliding in, avoiding the tag. We'll put a runner in scoring position with 2 outs in the 5th here for Jackie Sorensen. Excuse me. Sorensen hitting in the cleanup spot today for the Dons. Already 2 singles, including an RBI. Brighton Bengals 3, Spanish Fork Dons here in the 5A state championship. Swings through strike 1, make it 1-2 quickly here, worked by Josh Mawhinney to Jackie Sorensen. Bengals trying to hold on to the 1-run lead with a man on second base. One-two pitch. Taking strike 3, looking. Josh Mawhinney's 4th strikeout of the evening will end the bottom of the 5th for the Dons. Brighton Bengals remain on top 3-2. 2 over the Spanish Fork Dons. And we'll take you to the top of the 6th inning after a quick message from our sponsors. You're watching KSLSports.com. Welcome back to UCCU Ballpark at Utah Valley University for Game 1 of the 5A State Championship between the Brighton Bengals and the Spanish Fork Dons. Brighton Bengals a 2 seed, Spanish Fork the 20. A 3-run bomb hit by Easton Fry in the 4th put the Bengals on top after Spanish Fork jumped out to an early 2-0 lead. Sammy Dart will take the mound here in the 6th inning. Sammy Dart so far 5 strikeouts, 2 hits, 2 walks, 3 earned runs, all coming on the Easton Fry bomb. In the 6th, leading things off for the Bengals, number 24, Riley Brown. Strikeout in the 1st, walk in the 4th for number 24. The righty will step into the batter's box here, looking to add some insurance to the Brighton lead. Packed house here at Utah Valley University here for the 5A and 6A state championship games. Earlier here, American Fork took down Lehigh 10-0 in 5 innings. Quickly 0-2 work from Sammy Dart to Riley Brown. Two hits, 2 RBIs for Riley Brown on Tuesday versus the Orem Tigers. As he hits this one shallow into left center field, playable. Center fielder and left fielder run into each other, but play still able to be made for out number 1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Austin and Duval and Nixon Warren bumping into each other there, but regardless, Nixon Warren makes the play. Out number 1, top of the 6th, that'll bring up River Schmidt. A ground out in the 1st, strikeout in the 4th. Nobody on, 1 out in the 6th. This one bounced into the dirt, 1-0. One run in the 1st, 1 run in the 3rd for the Dons, and then a 3 spot in the 4th allowed Brighton to take the lead, and that score still holds 3-2, Bengals on top. Called strike 1 on the outside, or inside corner of the plate, I should say. River Schmidt, designated hitter in the cleanup spot today for the Bengals. Swung on sharply to 3rd base. Off the chest, throw over to 1st, not in time. That's going to go over his head. River Schmidt's going to dig for 2nd base, and he's going to get in there safely. A single, and then an errant throw by the Spanish Fork defense puts River Schmidt at 2nd base after the sharp single over to 3rd. One out, man on 2nd, top of the 6th inning here for Cooper Scott. Fly out in the 2nd, walk in the 4th. He'll have a man in scoring position here for his 3rd at-bat of the evening. Turns away from that one, ball 1 inside. Swung on into right field. Traveling back, but playable for out number 2. Runner will tag and make it into 3rd base safe. River Schmidt over to 3rd, but 2nd out of the inning here for the Spanish Fork Don defense. Up at the plate, number 25, Easton Fry. Talked about him earlier, 3-run shot in the 4th inning to give Brighton the lead. And that was the last run scored for either team as he steps up with a man on 3rd and 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Swung on, fouled back, 0-1. Talked about Easton Fry, his 13th home run of the year. Been incredible with a 1.567 OPS coming into the game, and that will only increase after today. So he takes ball one outside. 1-1 even count worked here by Fry from Sammy Dart. Both starting pitchers still in the game for their respective teams, including Sammy Dart on the mound as Fry takes ball two. Ball three, high and away. 3-1 count worked here by Easton Fry. River Schmidt standing over there on third base after the 1-out single. 3-1 outside. Easton Fry will take a 5-pitch walk. Runners at the corners, 2 outs in the top of the 6th for the Bengals. They're leading the Dons here 3-2 in game 1 of the 5A state championship. That'll bring up J.C. Garza. Garza hitting in the 7th spot, have runners at the corners in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. This one hit hard into left field. That's going to get through. That's going to drive it into RBI. Easton Fry digging for third. Will stop at third. Sharp turnaround, but held by the third base coach. That'll be an RBI double for J.C. Garza. Make it 4-2. Brighton Bengals lead the Spanish Fork Dons. Top of the 6th inning, 2-out rally here. RBI double from J.C. Garza. We'll get a meeting at the mound with Sammy Dart. We'll see if he remains in the game here in the top of the 6th, or if the Dons will go to the bullpen. Doesn't look like they will. Nobody warming up in either bullpen. Runners remain at 2nd and 3rd for the Bengals with 2 outs in the top of 6. Miles Layton will step up to the plate, number 11. Ground out in the 3rd, fly out in the 5th, has a runner on 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Looking to add to the Brighton lead. Layton has pitched in these playoffs exceptionally well. Has hit the ball exceptionally well. Been doing everything for the Bengals offensively and defensively as he fouls this one off right side into the netting. Sammy Dart trying to work out of a jam here and keep this lead at just 2 for the Brighton offense. Layton calls time. The lefty Sammy Dart on the mound, pitching here to the righty, number 11, Miles Layton. Swings on this one. It's going to get through the hole in center field. That's going to bring home 1 runner and a second sliding head first into home plate is J.C. Garza. Pinch runner for J.C. Garza. Number 1, Easton Gustafson, the sophomore. And that'll make it 6-2, Brighton on top here on the RBI single from Miles Layton. Layton coming up big in multiple spots the last couple of days and does it again here to extend the Brighton lead 6-2 over the Spanish Fork Dons. And that's going to do it here for Sammy Dart. His final line, 5 strikeouts, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 6 earned runs. We're going to get a pitching change here at Utah Valley University here in the game 1 of the 5A state championship game. We'll take it to a quick break and return shortly here on KSLSports.com. Welcome back here to Utah Valley University at UCCU Ballpark. Brighton Bengals leading 6-2 over the Spanish Fork Dons in game 1 of the 5A Utah State Championship. New pitcher in for the Dons. Number 16, Jason Pintar, the freshman, 1.68 ERA on the year and 8 1/3 innings pitched. 2 earned runs, 10 strikeouts to just 1 walk. With a runner on first base and 2 outs in the top of the 6th, stepping up to the plate, Nacho Price. Nacho Price grounded out in the 3rd, flew out in the 5th. Will get his 3rd plate appearance of the evening here with a man on first after the RBI single, the 2 RBI single, I should say, driven in by Miles Layton. First pitch coming from Pintar, called strike 1. That one hits Nacho Price, and he is fired up walking over to first base. A little wild pitch right there from Jason Pintar. Will put a man on first and second here in the top of the 6th inning. Brighton adding to their lead, a 3-spot so far here in the 6th inning, looking to add to it. Back to the top of the lineup we go for Jack Saba. Jack Saba, 2 hits on the day, 2 singles. 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 5th, a strikeout in the 3rd, and he'll get plate appearance number 4 on the evening with a man on first and second after the hit by pitch from Nacho Price. Line continues to move for the Bengal offense to bring up Saba for at-bat number 4. High and tight for ball 1 worked here from Jason Pintar to Jack Saba. Swung on sharply to third base. Throw over to first. 5-3 inning ground out, but not before the Bengals add their lead. Brighton Bengals leading the Spanish Fork Dons 6-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Game 1 of the 5A State Championship. We'll get a quick word from our sponsors and return shortly here on KSLSports.com. Here to the 5A State Championship Game 1 here at Utah Valley University. Today's game is brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. But great rewards are just the beginning. Convenient online and mobile banking with no hidden or complex qualification requirements, no minimum opening balance, and no account fees. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. We're here in the bottom of the 6th inning, leading things off for the Dons. Number 20, Pratt Morley. Trying to work the Dons back into this game, trailing 6-2. Josh Mawhinney remains on the mound for the 6th. Quickly 2-0 here to Pratt Morley. Morley walked in the 1st, grounded into a double play in the 3rd. Has a 2-1 count here in the 6th for his 3rd plate appearance. Couple of 3 spots in the 4th and in the 6th for the Bengals has them leading this one after the Dons jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the 3rd. Called strike 2. Count worked even here from Mawhinney to Pratt Morley. Mawhinney, 4 strikeouts, 4 hits, 2 walks, just 2 earned runs on the day, pitching an absolute gem for the Bengals. As Morley works this into a full count, 3-2. Here is the payoff. Outside, ball 4 on the full count, leadoff man on for the Dons as Pratt Morley takes first base on the walk. It's the 3rd walk of the day here from Mawhinney. And that'll bring up Sammy Dart, just relieved of his pitching duties by Jason Pintar. RBI single in the 1st for Dart, a strikeout in the 4th. We'll have a man on here in the 6th. Takes strike 1. Even count 1-1 worked here to Sammy Dart. Swung on, back to the pitcher's mound. Throw over to second base, not in time. Pratt Morley's going to try and take 3rd, sliding in, head first, safe. called by the third base umpire. Appeal over to the home plate umpire there. Sammy Dart safe at first. Tapper slowly to the pitcher's mound. Throw a wild pitch over to second, trying to get the double play for the first 2 outs of the 6th. Throw just a little bit off. Allowed Pratt Morley to dig for third, sliding head first, close play, called safe. Bengal defense appealing over to their dugout. Saying that the tag was made, but for now, runners at the corners, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th inning here for the Dons. Trying to make a comeback here in this game, down 6-2 with the Brighton Bengals. And that'll bring up Matai Johnson. Matai Johnson, fly out in the first, hit by pitch in the 4th. His 3rd plate appearance here will be a big one for Spanish Fork. Down 6-2 with runners at the corners and nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Swung on right side. Foul ground, unplayable for strike number 1. Josh Mawhinney remaining on the mound for the Bengals. Swung on sharply into left field. That ball's going to drop. That's going to drive in a run. Runner holds at second base. But Matai Johnson with a no-out RBI single here in the 6th. Allowing Spanish Fork to creep their way back in this one. Down just 6-3 now on the RBI from Matai Johnson, number 17. Tyler Orton, the junior, will pinch run here for Johnson at first base, with Sammy Dart on second. A walk and 2 singles. Here continues to move the line for the Dons. We'll get a meeting at the mound with head coach Mark Cludd, the infield, and starting pitcher Josh Mawhinney. Nobody warming up in the Brighton bullpen. Nobody warming up in the Spanish Fork bullpen. Looks like Mawhinney will stay on the mound here for the 6th inning. Trying to work out of a jam. Already allowed 1 RBI single here from Matai Johnson. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Tying run coming to the plate. A pinch hitter here for Cody McLean will be number 13, Rhythm Fagan. Fagan on the year in 45 plate appearances, 225 average, 639 OPS, 9 hits, 10 RBIs, 2 doubles, 1 home run, and 3 walks. Swung on into center field, first pitch swinging, playable. Runner's going to tag from second over to third. Great throw to hold the runner at second. Thought Sammy Dart was going to try and dig for third base, but he will not. Good throw out there from the center fielder, Easton Fry, to hold the runner. Runners will remain at first and second base here in the bottom of the 6th inning with 1 out. As Jason Pintar steps to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Pintar relieved Sammy Dart of his pitching duties last inning. I'm sure will remain on the mound heading into the 7th. Will be the tying run here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Man on first and second. Swing and a miss, quickly 0-2 on back-to-back whiffs induced by Josh Mawhinney. Mooney just trying to limit the damage here with a 6-3 lead. 0-2 pitch. Fouled back into the netting. 0-2. Staying alive, Jason Pintar. Ball one outside. Swung on to shortstop. Play made at second. Play made at first. Inning-ending double play here for the Bengal defense. 6-4-3 double play. We'll do it here in the bottom of the 6th inning as we'll head to the top of the 7th. Brighton Bengals remain on top of the Spanish Fork down 6-3 in Game 1 of the 5A Utah State Championship. CCU Ballpark here in Game 1 of the 5A State Champion. Tomorrow, the 5A and 6A state champions will both be crowned as the Brighton Bengals and the Spanish Fork Dons face off here in Game 1 this evening. Brighton leading 6-3. Jason Pintar remains on the mound after he relieved Sammy Dart last inning. And Case Beams will lead things off for the Bengals in the 2 spot. A fly out in the 1st, fly out in the 4th. And a strikeout in the 5th so far for Beams. Will get his 4th plate appearance here, leading off things in the top of the 7th for the Brighton Bengals. Takes ball one low. Swung on, fouled back into the backstop, 1-1. A 3 spot in the 4th and a 3 spot in the 6th. Got us to where we are right now with the Brighton Bengals leading 6-3 over the Spanish Fork Dons. Swung on sharply to third base. Playable for out number 1, 5-3 ground out to get things started here in the 7th. It's going to bring up Riley Brown for his 4th plate appearance of the evening. Strikeout in the 1st, walk in the 4th, fly out in the 6th. He'll get a chance here to add some insurance for the Brighton Bengals offense as they lead 6-3. Jason Pintar on the mound for the Dons. Called strike 1 in there. Swung on sharply to shortstop. Playable. Just a little bit out of reach for the first baseman, Matai Johnson. And Riley Brown will be safe at first base. Looks like it'll be most likely ruled a single. Tough play to be made at first as Riley Brown was getting down the line quickly. 1 out single in the top of the 7th will bring up number 28, River Schmidt. River Schmidt, designated hitter, wearing number 28, hitting in the cleanup spot. Fly out in the 2nd, walk in the 4th, and a fly out in the 6th. He'll have a man on first for his 4th plate appearance of the evening. Swung on sharply into left field. That's going to get through. Runner's going to hold at 2nd. But a 1 out single, back-to-back 1 out singles here from Riley Brown and River Schmidt. Put a runner at 1st and a runner at 2nd. For the 5-hitter, Cooper Scott. Scott flew out in the 2nd, walk in the 4th, fly out in the 4th. And runners at 1st and 2nd here, trying to add to the Bengals' 6-3 lead over the Dons. Righty on righty matchup between Pintar and Scott. Swung on, fouled back. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, make it 0-2, quickly worked by Jason Pintar to Cooper Scott. River Schmidt standing over there on first base after the single just a moment ago. Oh, 2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 1 here for Jason Pintar for out number 2 in the inning. Runners remain on first and second, and that'll bring up Easton Fry. Easton Fry, talked about him earlier. 3-run bomb in the 4th to open things up and take the lead, as Spanish Fork jumped out to a 2-0 lead early, but Easton Fry responded. He'll get his fourth plate appearance of the evening with a runner on first and second. This one hit high into center field. Easton Fry once again playable at the warning track out in left center field. Easton Fry might have thought he had another one, but that'll be out number 3 in the top of the 7th. Brighton Bengals leading the Spanish Fork Dons 6-3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Dons will have 3 more outs to work with to try and tie or win it. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors. Welcome back here to Utah Valley University for Game 1 of the 5A Utah State Championship. Brighton Bengals leading the Spanish Fork Dons 6-3 as we enter the bottom of the 7th inning. Final 3 outs for the Dons to work with. As we'll get back to the top of the order, start things off, Boston Duval. Swung on sharply to second base. Play unable to be made. Boston Duval will be safe at first base with a leadoff single, second single of the night for Boston Duval. Reached base 3 out of his 4 plate appearances, and will lead things off here with a single. That's going to bring up Nixon Warren. Warren fly out in the 1st, hit by pitch in the 3rd, single in the 5th. 4th plate appearance here with a man on first and nobody out. Swung on, fouled back right side and out of play. Josh Mawhinney remains on the mound for the Bengals. Through 6 innings already, trying to work through the 7th. Swung on. Short center field grass. Play made for out number 1. Runner holds at first. Big out number 1 from the Bengals defense and Josh Mawhinney. Runner stays at first. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th for Trig Cloward, the freshman. Strikeout in the 1st, ground out in the 3rd, fielder's choice in the 5th. Trying to cut into this Bengal lead. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball outside, 1-1, even count worked here to Trig Cloward. Righty on righty matchup with Josh Mawhinney. Mawhinney, 4 strikeouts, 6 hits, 4 walks, and 3 earned runs for the Bengals. Ball 2, low here to Trig Cloward, make it 2-1. Swung on into right field, falling quickly, and that's going to drop for a base hit from Trig Cloward. Runner holds at second. Boston Duval standing in at second. Trig Cloward here with a 1-out single to put a man on first and second, and that'll bring up the tying run at the plate, Jackie Sorensen. Jackie Sorensen, 2 hits on the game, a single in the 1st, an RBI single in the 3rd. Fly out in the 5th. Big plate appearance here from number 12. We'll get a meeting at the mound here. Nobody warming up in the Brighton bullpen. Looks like Josh Mawhinney will remain in the game. Have a quick chat with the infield. Head coach Mark Cludd will join them as well. It looks like it will be Josh Mawhinney's end of his outing here with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning. He will hand the ball off here and step off the mound to a standing ovation from the Brighton faithful. Excellent outing from Mawhinney as the Bengals lead here 6-3. Looks like the new pitcher will be number 23, Cooper Scott. We'll head to a break as the reliever will get some warm-up pitches, inheriting a runner on first and second base here in the bottom of the 7th inning. You're watching the 5A State Championship Game 1 here on KSLSports.com. We'll be right back.
With a TabSpend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Cash or card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. TabSpend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
We are back here at Utah Valley University. Brighton Bengals leading the Spanish Fork Dons 6-3 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Josh Mawhinney's day is done for the Bengals. 4 strikeouts, 6 hits, 4 walks, 3 earned runs. Excellent outing from the senior. And that's going to bring up Cooper Scott. Cooper Scott been playing in the field today at left field. Will take the mound here, trying to get the final 2 outs for the Bengals to take a 1-0 lead here in the 3-game set versus Spanish Fork Dons in the state championship. Runner at first, runner at second here for Jackie Sorensen, tying run at the plate with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch from Cooper Scott. Ball 1. Mentioned Jackie Sorensen, a single in the first, RBI single in the 3rd, fly out in the 5th. Getting his 4th plate appearance here with a runner on first and second. Trying to cut into this Bengals lead. Takes ball 2 outside. Slides forward with the Soto shuffle as he's worked himself into a 2-0 count. Cooper Scott on the mound, the righty on righty matchup here. Scott facing his first batter. Called strike 1 on the top corner of the plate. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count worked here by Cooper Scott to Jackie Sorensen. Even count 2-2 with a man on first and second, bottom of the 7th inning and 1 out. Final 2 outs for the Dons to work with here to tie or win it on a walk-off. Called strike 3 on the inside corner of the plate. Jackie Sorensen doesn't like it. It'll be out number 2 here on Cooper Scott's first strikeout of the evening. That's going to bring up number 20, Pratt Morley, with the final out remaining here for the Dons to work with. Swing and a miss, make it 0-1 here from Scott to Morley. Pratt Morley with a walk in the first, grounded into a double play in the 3rd, and a walk in the 6th. As he'll take strike 2, worked quickly from Cooper Scott. The Brighton crowd is on their feet. Final strike here for the Dons to work with. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Cooper Scott gives a big fist bump. Tells the crowd to get on their feet as the Brighton Bengals have taken game 1 here of the 5A Utah State Championship. Excellent outing from the Bengals. A 3-run blast by Easton Fry opened things up. Cooper Scott shutting the door here in the 7th with a man on first and second. And that's going to do it here from Utah Valley University. Brighton Bengals 6, Spanish Fork Dons 3. Thank you all so much for joining us on KSLSports.com this evening for Game 1 of the 5A Utah State Championship. My name is Kyle Garrison. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes and Utah Valley University for allowing this broadcast to be possible. Tune in tomorrow for the final games of both the 5A and 6A state championship. Thanks again for stopping by, and we will see you all next time.